What's going on, man? Another video, which means I have more free picks for you. And in today's video, I have 6 free picks like I normally do. 3 in the MLB and 3 in the WNBA. I like all of them a ton. All I ask before we jump straight into the picks is number 1, go down and hit that like button. Let's get this video to 50 likes. It's free to do, and it helps me out a ton. And while you're down there, you might as well hit the subscribe button as well so you don't miss any videos like this going forward. So go down, do that, and now we can jump straight into the video. And what you're seeing on the screen right now is the opportunity for you to get a completely free full week of all of my picks, no strings attached, for completely free. It's going to be the first link down below. The only catch to it is I only opened up 10 slots. 10 slots, first come, first serve, first link down below, get a completely free week. The reason why you're going to want to rush to go get those spots is because we are up over 250 units in 2025, and we're up over 20 units in June. I know what I'm talking about. I personally believe I am the best handicapper in the world. I've been doing this for a long time now, and I've been profitable every single year. So you're going to want to get in here, especially since if I give you a big unit play, a lot of handicappers will go out there, throw around 5, 10, 15 unit plays just because they're trying to chase their losses. But when I give you a big unit play, I'm giving it to you for a reason, because we have an edge on that bet. And as you can see, on 3+ unit plays, we're hitting at a 67% rate. 4+ unit plays, we're hitting at a 78% rate. And then on 5 unit plays, we are 5-0 on the year. Obviously, you don't get a ton of 4 and 5 unit plays because there has to be a huge edge, but that's how you want it. That's how you're going to make the most profit. So I'm telling you right now, go click the first link down below for a completely free week. Also, what's going to be linked below the free week is the free Discord as well. Join the free Discord. I give away free picks like this on the screen every single day. So go get in here, get in the free Discord, come in here, talk about whatever you want to, get my free picks, and while you're at it, get a full free week of all my premium picks, which obviously is going to be where the best of the best stuff is. So go do that, and now we can get into the picks for this video, and we're going to start it off over in the MLB with that guy, Freddie Freeman. Freddie Freeman, we're going to be taking his under 1.5 bases, and we have been fading Freddie on this baseline for quite a while now, and it's been cashing out for us a lot, so let's keep fading it until he proves us wrong. In his last 5, he's under in 5 straight games, only averaging 0.4 per game. And what's crazy is 3 of these 5 games were against the Rockies, which obviously that's a team that doesn't have the greatest pitching. So you would think he'd be going over in those games. So the fact that he hasn't been going over against that team shows that against better teams and better pitching, he's probably not going to go over either. And that's the first reason why I like this. He's under in 5 of his last 5. 9 of his last 10, and 17 of his last 20, only averaging 0.7 per game. So the hit rate is outstanding, but the reason I like this pick so much isn't just because of that hit rate. It's because he's going to be facing Kris Bubic here, and if you know anything about him, he has had a great start to the season. He has a low 2 ERA, a low whip of 1.13, and a pretty solid record of 6-5. He's been a huge reason for the Royals' success, and I expect that to continue going forward. In his last outing, he didn't have the greatest performance, but I think he's going to bounce back in this game, and that would make a lot of sense considering the numbers that he's put up. And if he does, that means Freddie Freeman's not going to have a ton of opportunities to go over this mark, and that's why I'm taking the under. So my first pick, Freddie Freeman, under 1.5 total bases. Now for my second pick, we're going to be taking Natasha Cloud to go under as well, but we're taking her to go under her points plus rebounds at this line of 12.5. She's under in 4 of her last 5, only averaging 10.4 per game. She's under in 9 of her last 10, only averaging 8.9 per game. And then she's also under in 12 of her last 20, which I don't really take into consideration these games here because those games were in 2024. In 2025, she is under this mark in 11 of 15 games. And most importantly, in her last 10, she has just not been coming close to this mark much at all, except in her most recent game. And that's why I like it so much. She's under in the majority of her games this season. And when you add on top of that head-to-head against Atlanta, she is under this mark in 3 of 4. And Atlanta is a really tough matchup considering they allow the second least amount of points and the fifth least amount of rebounds. This is the exact type of pick that we want to be taking in the WNBA here. We got a great hit rate, a great matchup, which means we have an edge, and that's why I'm taking this pick. So go lock in Natasha Cloud under 12.5 points plus rebounds. Now for my third pick, we're going to bounce back over to the MLB. And we're going to be taking that guy, Caleb Durbin, to go over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. And you have the potential of getting this at plus money, which obviously is great value. So in his last 5, he's over in 5 straight, averaging 4 per game, which is just ridiculous. He's over in 9 of his last 10, averaging 3.4 per game, which also is pretty ridiculous. And then in his last 20, he's still over in 12 of 20, averaging 2.2 per game. So he has been crushing this mark a lot as of late. That's the first reason I like it. The second reason I like it is let's go see who he is going to be facing. He's going to be playing the Rockies. And the Rockies are going to be pitching German Marquez, who is 3-9 on the year with almost a 6 ERA and a 1.64 whip, which obviously is just not very good at all. He has struggled all season long, so I don't expect him to come in here and do any different against the Brewers. He's probably going to struggle again, and if he does, there is no way, in my opinion, that Caleb doesn't go over this mark with ease. I think he probably has 3 hits, runs, and RBIs or more in this game, and that's why I think this is a great pick. So go lock that in, and now we can move on to my fourth pick, which is going to be Alyssa Thomas to go over her points, rebounds, and assists at this line of 29.5. She's over in 4 of her last 5, 7 of her last 10, and 14 of her last 20, averaging over 31 per game, which is exactly what you want to see. And then to top that off, head-to-head, this is a great matchup. I know you see right here that she didn't go over, but these 3 games were all last season. In her one matchup against them this season, she easily cruised over this mark. And that's probably because look at the numbers that they put up so far this season. They're 9th in points allowed, 11th in rebounds allowed, and 12th in assists allowed. So every single category is in her favor to go over. And with the way she's been playing so far this season in 2025, going over in 8 of her 11 games, averaging over 31 a game, I don't see any reason why she wouldn't go over in this game here. It's a great matchup, like I said, and she's been crushing it all season long. So I'm locking this one in all day long as well. I think she's going to crush it. Probably will have 31, 32, maybe even 33 PRA in this game, and that obviously blows this 29.5 mark out of the water. So go lock this one in. That's my fourth pick. And now real quick, before I give you my fifth and my sixth pick of the video that I like the absolute most, I do want to remind you once again to go get yourself a free week. It's going to be the first link down below in the pinned comment, first link down below in the description. There's only 10 spots, so you better be quick. And right now, they're probably getting close to being sold out if you've watched the video this far. So go get yourself a free week. It's going to be linked down below in the description and the pinned comment. And while you're at it, join the free Discord as well, where you can also get a lot of free picks as well that I give out every single day. So join the free Discord. That's linked below. Join the Dub Club for a free week. That's down below as well. Go get those 2 things. And now we can get into my last 2 picks of the video, with my first one being Marcell Ozuna to go under 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. He's under this mark in 4 of his last 5, only averaging 0.8 per game. He's under in 8 of his last 10, only averaging 1.1 per game. Then he's also under in 13 of his last 20. So the hit rate, just like all the other picks, is really solid. But once again, let's go take a look at the matchup component. And the Braves here, they're going to be playing, let's see here, the Phillies. And the Phillies are pitching Ranger Suarez, who is 6-2 on the year with a low 2 ERA and a whip of 1.03. So he has been outstanding all year long. And if he brings that same mentality into this game against the Braves, I don't see any way that Marcell goes over this mark, especially with the cold streak that he's been on lately in his last 5 and his last 10. Great pick here. Once again, I think we have an edge. Now we can move on to my last pick of the video, which is going to be Sabrina to go over 4.5 assists. She's over this mark in 3 of her last 5, 7 of her last 10, and 13 of her last 20, averaging over 5 per game. So that right there already looks really good. But when you add on to that head-to-head, she is just a beast against Atlanta for whatever reason. In her last 7 games against them, she's over in 6 of 7, averaging 6.57 assists per game, which is just outstanding. It's exactly what you want to see. So once again, we have a solid to great hit rate and we have an amazing matchup, and that's why I'm locking this pick in. So that's my last pick. I hope you enjoyed it, and until next time, let's all go print some money.